What's up guys, Joe here. In this video, I'll be giving you a full tutorial on how to set up a WordPress website with cloud hosting from Vultr, domain, email, CDN, and SSL for $5 a month with Hestia control panel. The timestamps for the video will be in the description below, so we'll get straight into it. The first thing we want to do is set up our cloud hosting with Vultr. I've placed my affiliate link in the description so you could get $100 credit to test it if you like. Even if you're using another provider such as DigitalOcean, the steps should be the same. Now what we want to do is log into Vultr account. So for me, I will log in, but if you don't have an account, you can sign up. Once you're here, you want to deploy a server. So you can click this or plus this and then hit deploy new server. The next thing you want to do is choose your specification, but for me I'll just choose the normal cloud compute, and for this regular performance is what I'll choose. Now the location, ideally you want this to be the place which is closest to your website traffic visitors or just closer to you in general. For me in Australia I'll choose Sydney, and the OS will be installing Hestia on Ubuntu, so select that and choose 22.04. Scroll down and select your size. For this video, I'll just choose a $5 plan. We don't need that, so no thanks. And you can enable auto backups if you wish, but I'll just turn that off. Scroll down, and if you're using a software for SSH, you can add your keys here. But I won't be doing that as I'll be using Vultr's command line. For the hostname, just enter an email like. I'll just choose Hestia control panel. And then hit deploy now. Great, now our server is being installed. We'll wait till that's done. Okay, it says that our server is running right now, so we'll just click on it. And it also does say that our server may still be installing. So we want to use the console right now, so you can press this or up here, view console. I'll full screen this. And as you can see, it's still being installed, so we'll wait till it's done. Okay, Ubuntu has finished installing, so I'll just enter something random here because we're trying to log in as root, so I'll just put something random for password as well. Okay, now it should ask us for hostname and then login. So for that, you can find the details over here, username and the password. So username is root and the password, so I'll just copy it or you can type it in. Now for Vultr, you have to use this tool to paste it, so I'll paste that in. You can't see the password, but it's there. Then hit enter. Okay, now that we're logged in as root, you can see that it says system restart is required, but before that we want to update Ubuntu, so let's type in sudo apt update and then sudo apt upgrade. Alright, once that's done, we can restart. Sudo reboot. Okay, once it's restarted, we can log in again. So root for the username and the password. Okay, once we're here, we want to install Hestia CP. So for that, I'll place the link in the description, but visit the website. Scroll down and copy this code and paste it in. Then hit enter. Well, also make sure you have to click this and then hit enter, otherwise the keyboard thing will pop out again. And then copy this command and paste it in again. And then click and then enter. Alright, now it's asking if we want to remove any conflicting packages, so Y for that, because we do, and then enter. And then, so if we want to continue with the installation, capital Y, yes we do, enter, asking for the admin email, so just enter your email address here. And then the fully qualified domain name hostname. Now this is how we'll be accessing our control panel. So if you remember from the previous video, it was or cp dot then our domain name. So this is how we'll access it. For me, I'll just choose cp again, but feel free to choose any of the subdomain, or you can use a completely different domain to access this. So cp dot and then your domain name. So vultr.design for me, and then enter. Alright, now this will take some time, but it will install everything that's required for our website and mail and stuff. So we'll let it do its thing. Okay, so Hestia control panel has been installed. It does want us to reboot, so we need to press any key for that. But before that, we want to log in and save the username and password for now. So over here, you can see the admin URL. So that's just our IP address, and then colon 8083. So instead of typing the whole thing, I'll just copy the IP address from here, paste it in, then colon 8083. Now you will get this privacy error, but just click advanced and then proceed. Alrighty, so the username is admin, and the password, we need to type the whole thing in. So alrighty, so now we're logged in. So now we can just restart. So make sure you save the username and password. So I'll just press any key to restart. Okay, so now that it's restarted, we want to actually visit Cloudflare or wherever your DNS management will be. So because we're going to be using the CDN and security from Cloudflare, we'll visit Cloudflare. So go to the Cloudflare website, sign up if you don't have an account, otherwise log in. Once you're logged in, you want to add website and then enter your domain name here. So for me, it's vultr.design. I'll add my site. And then for the plaid, we'll just go to the free version. So select that, then continue. Now, in terms of domain, you will be able to get it for free as well from sites such as Freenom or .tk. They're dead simple and cheap to register as well. You can register for cheap at Porkbun or Namecheap or sites like that. For me, I've got mine from Porkbun, but we'll continue with the setup. So just ignore any of these as we'll be deleting them anyway. Press continue. Scroll down. Now we want to change our name servers. So go to where you registered your domain. So for me, it was Porkbun. I'll go to my account. Scroll down or to wherever you are. Then I'll change the name servers. Now I want to replace it with these two. So I'll copy, paste, copy, paste. And then I'll submit it. Then go to Cloudflare and press done, check name servers. We'll press finish later for this. Scroll down and then check name servers. Now this may take some time depending on different factors, but if you want to check this, you can use a website such as dnschecker.org. Okay guys, so as you can see it's active now, so what we want to do is just go on it and then press DNS over here on the left side. The next thing we want to do is delete any existing records you may have. So I'll delete all of these. Okay, now that that's done, we want to add some records. So first thing is press add record over here. It is an 8 record for the name. It's add for host and our IP address over here. So we can just find it over here, copy, paste it, and then press save. And another record which is www and then our IP address and then save. So as you can see, www.ourdomain points to the IP address. After that, we need to add it for our control panel as well. So cp is the subdomain I chose, and you can add here whatever you chose when we set up in the command line. And then another one for www.cp, then our IP address. Okay, now that that's done, we do need to go into our command line one more time in order to change the port from 8083 to 2083 as Cloudflare blocks 8083. So for that, go back to the command prompt, login as root. So I'll find my password here, copy that. Once you're logged in, you want to type this command: v-change-sys-port, then 2083, and then hit enter. If it's successful, you'll just have an empty message like that. Now I'll just close it, so that what that means is now our port is redirected to 2083. Okay, so now we can access our domain through our hostname and then 2083. Okay, if this happens, all we need to do is add an SSL at the end for HTTPS. Right, now we can log in again. So admin and then our password. Alrighty, once you're logged in, you can add a new user if you may wish, but for me, I'll just create everything through the admin. Now, one thing I want to do is change the package to default, so that way I have unlimited access. Otherwise, the system package is restricted. I'll go back to users over here. Then we want to go to web, and then choose a control panel over here. Press the edit icon. Scroll down. Choose Enable SSL for this domain. Choose Use Let's Encrypt to obtain SSL, and make sure automatic HTTPS is on. You can choose this if you want, but I'm not going to do that, and press save. Okay, so Let's Encrypt is being issued. After that, go back to Cloudflare, select SSL over here, scroll down, and if it's not set to full, make sure that it is set to full. The next thing you want to do is go back, select web, and then add our website. So this is where we'll be installing WordPress. So as I mentioned, it's going to ask us to create a standard user account, but I'll just go with the admin. Let's press continue for that, and then enter your domain name. So for me, jolty.design. You can create the DNS zone here if you want, but I won't be doing that. Make sure you click this so that we can set up our mail later on. Press save. Okay, our domain has been created, so just go back to web over here, select edit, scroll down, and then enable SSL. Use this Let's Encrypt again, and then press save. Okay, now that we have SSL on our website, we're going to also install WordPress. So you can select quick install app over here, scroll down, and we should be able to find WordPress. So I'll press setup. Enter your website name here, so I'll just call it my website. Username as well, my admin, and then your email. So as well as a password. So I'll just do something basic for now. Scroll down. You can leave everything as it is, unless if you want to change it, and then press install. So this will install WordPress on our website. Okay, so it says that WordPress was installed. So if I go over here and then click this to access our website. Okay, WordPress has been installed and SSL is there. So at the end, /wp-admin to log in. Then I'll log in with credentials. Voila. And that's our WordPress. I don't want any of this, so I'll just delete this. And there we have it. So that's WordPress installed on our website. The next thing we're going to do is set up our mail. So for that, what we want to do is go to Cloudflare first, into our DNS management, and add some more records. So the first one will be an A record, but this will be mail, and then to our IP. So I'll just copy it from here. But make sure to turn proxy off for mail, and then press save. The one after will be A as well, but www.mail to our IP address and off, with proxy off. Two more that we need to make are webmail to our IP with no proxy, as well as www.webmail. This is also towards our IP, and then no proxy as well. Save. Okay, now that we've created those, we want to go back to our Hestia control panel, select mail at the top. Because we ticked enable mail when we created our website, it should show up over here. If it doesn't, you can just add mail over here. From here, what we want to do is select the edit icon over here. Then scroll down and select enable SSL for this domain. Select use Let's Encrypt to obtain, and then press save. Okay, our SSL has been issued for our mail. Now what we'll do is go back. Over here, we want to select the DNS records book over here. From here, we'll only be copying two records over, which is the _d mark and the MX record. So go back to Cloudflare, add record. This time it's MX, so you can search it or scroll and find it. The name is at root, and then the mail server is mail.domain. And the priority should be set to 10. So as you can see, exactly like that, and then save. Once that's done, you can go back and we want to copy the _d mark one, add record, search for text here. We'll paste the _d mark over here and then copy this value. Paste and then save. Okay, now that that's done. Now, one of the issues with Vultr, DigitalOcean, and even with the previous setup that I had shown you with CyberPanel, they had blocked port 25, which means we can't technically use the mail server provided by Hestia or CyberPanel. So we have to use an alternative source, which is SMTP Relay. Now you can use your own Gmail account for this, but I will be using Sendinblue. They do have a free version which lets you send up to 300 emails per day, I believe. So we'll set up the SMTP Relay through them. Now this is just one of the ways to bypass this email issue. I had seen the comments for the last video that people were having, so this is the best option that I can think of so far. So what we want to do is click on mail, select edit, scroll down, and then select SMTP Relay. Now go to Sendinblue or whatever SMTP Relay you'll be choosing. There should be guides online as well for this, and then log in, otherwise sign up. And then for me, I'll go to settings over here, scroll down, senders and domains, and then if I choose SMTP and API over here, I should be able to find my host details if I select SMTP. Now this is the server, so I'll copy this and I'll paste it in the host section. The port is 587, so I'll type that in, and our username, this is it for me, and the password. So you can use the master password, but ideally you just want to create a new one. So I'll just call it Hestia, generate, copy this, and then I'll paste it in here. Beautiful. Now I can click save. Okay, once that's done, we do want to make sure that we have better email deliverability and stuff. So go back to Sendinblue, okay for that, and find senders and IPs. I'll select that, and then if I scroll down, I should be able to select domains. I'll add a domain here, enter my domain name, I'll save, and then I need to copy and paste these DNS records in. So the first one is a text with our host, and this is the value, so I'll copy the value. So it's a text record. The host is the name and this is the value. I'll press save. Okay, the next thing is this text record, but mail._domain key, and then this is the value, so I'll put this in, add record, text. This is the name, so as you can see here, you can cross check with this what it says over here, and I'll press this to copy the value. I'll paste it in here and save. Now I believe there's one more, which is the SPF record, so it's also a text record. So add, this is the name is at for host, and the content is this value right here. Copy and paste again and save. Alrighty, so if we go back, I should be able to press verify and authenticate. Alright, as you can see, it says the domain is successfully authenticated. Now the final thing we want to do is create a user account. So I'll close this, we don't need this anymore. These are the records that you should have. These are the final records that we actually need. So you can cross check. So if we go back to our mail, we should be able to click this, and if we select this, we should be able to add a user. So you can, this is your email ID, so it can be whatever. For me, I'll just do Joel. So as you can see, Joel at Jolty Design, or even contact or info, and it should appear here. Password, just choose whatever. I'll just do something basic for this tutorial and hit save. This should create our email account. Alrighty, so it's been created. To access it, we can just click this webmail login. It also has SSL, as you can see. Enter your login here. So for me, info@jolty.design, and then our password. And voila, so we should be able to send, delete, see our spam, anything like a regular mailbox. So that's it, guys. This is how we get cloud hosting with Vultr, CDN and security from Cloudflare with the Hestia control panel, email on SSL, WordPress website, all installed for $5 a month. And guys, that's it for this tutorial. I'll try to answer any of your questions if possible, but leave your comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more as well. Also, if you found this setup to be too complicated or technical, you'll be able to find my affiliate links for my recommended, way more affordable and quality hosts in the description below. Have a wonderful day, take care, and stay safe. Peace.